All right, hello. This is my final project for game design or advanced game design. I just wanted to make a general video just to kind of like showcase everything. I know like a video wasn't necessarily required, but I kind of just wanted to explain everything for my scenes for Maya and the final project overall. So let's just go right into it. So, just to start off, this is a more like overall, generally finished build of my level I've been working on for the past couple of weeks for this semester. So there's a lot to do here. Well, generally a lot to do. So to first start off here, I can just here, sorry, a little disoriented here. So as you know, for my character itself, he can move around, and using the mouse, he can kind of change direction, whatnot, on the snow. As you also know, the snow is self-generated, but I'll say that for later. So the character can run, he can jump, and then he can also attack. And that's what his general thing is. And I'll get to those chameleons in a little bit. But just to start off too, this button here allows me to change colors of these trees here, so that whenever I'm pressing them, they stay that color. And then these barrels here, these can be interacted with and kind of just messed around with here. You can kind of just like push them around, and like if you're like running, you can kind of get them into a funny frenzy. I actually when I was testing these out, one actually like went literally flying across the screen. I don't know if I can do that again, but that's basically one of the things you can actually do with these kind of barrels here. And then this guy here, if you kind of interact with him, he starts to follow you around the map. And he can't do it super well, like on these on the snow, but he can generally get pretty far. Overall, I did try to get him to move around like along with the player, but it did take a little time, and it's not the best, but I did what I could for right now. As for effects here, we have the water, the there he is. We have the water, we have the steam. Oh, there he is again. We have the glow effect here of the light with the smoke. You flex a bit there. I also have the fire up top and on the top of the roof, and the glowing effect on the orb here, as you can see, with the sparkles. There's also the snow, and if I go back out, you can see the fire over there. The chameleon friend's still there. Yeah, he moves fine over here, as you saw there. Kind of scared me for a second there, but so we'll keep walking around here. I added some more buildings. There's another one over here. Excuse me. Some trees around here. I added a section here where originally I wanted to walk up to this, and then the fireworks started here, but I didn't have enough time. So I just had the fireworks spawn here, and so you can kind of walk up here and kind of move around on the platform. It's a little slower, but it still works. And then there's just a tower you can just walk around here as well. And I kind of made a bunch of sections there where you can just just kind of wander and explore here a little bit. The snow kind of repeats, so you can do it there. And there's another barrel here. They can just kind of like nudge it and whatnot. This one has, these all have like rigid bodies and whatnot, so I can kind of just play around with it. And then, I can, again, I just run around here. No, there's fireworks over there too. Cool. And then for my procedurally generated, or was it randomly generated? One of the randomly generations. I created, or I brought back one of my, like the chameleons, I brought back one of my older projects from this class, the randomly spawning generated fountains. And so what these do is they all spawn it. There's 10 that spawn overall, but they all spawn with like 3 different tops, middle pieces, and bottoms. And so each one kind of has like its own unique overall design overall there. It did take a while to properly include them because there were some general issues with the like distancing from the snow and whatnot. But they all came up overall on here, and I think they look quite good with this. Just kind of add something else here. And that's really generally about it for this scene right now. Well, not right now, overall, excuse me. I just really wanted this is more so a bit of like it's just an exploration kind of like level of just playing around and just running around, having fun. It's a snow day, so you can just play around and do stuff there. And this is the first part. Actually, also let me get into my code now too, so I can also explain what I did there. So for the chameleon, I installed this kind of management file here that allowed me to kind of have him collide with me and then follow me around. And then this is the handler for that. You helped me press with that, so thank you, by the way. Glad we were able to figure that out. There's also collision behavior that we worked on. And then, there's the game manager we also did and everything. And then, this is the generate infinite for the snow and whatnot. And then I'm sorry, I don't mean to be jumping through all of these like this. I just wanted to quickly go over everything that we did here. And then this is the generate infinite for the plane for the snow. And then this is the object spawner for the fountains here. This is the same one these are all the same code I used for the fountains here. And now I wanted to originally, or actually, I'm sorry, let me phrase that. I had problems trying to implement a second level for, in here at least, for my general manager, because I just had problems kind of putting it together. So what I did is, okay, I'm just going to make sure, hold on, first I want to make sure I've discussed everything in here. Yeah, because, I have, like, everything, all these assets, which I'm also going to show you, or you'll see within, my builds and whatnot, and all the other files here and everything here that's loaded up. You should be able to access everything in here. You probably just have to make sure, let's see, which asset store, package manager. Yeah, I just make sure all these are in your project or your project scene for this for these builds. Just make sure all of these are in here, and also just when you're doing this, make sure universal render pipeline is also open, and the player's input manager is old, because if it doesn't work, or excuse me, if it's the new system package, the new input system package manager, then it won't move the character. This is because the tutorial used the old one, and the character used that old kind of input system, so that's why it does it like that. So that's kind of like that's the reason why it kind of like acts like that and whatnot there. So yeah, I don't know why these barrels moved a lot more when I was playing with them, but yeah. So this is the first part of my scene. Now, like I said, I couldn't get the general manager to work properly for another area in this one. So what I did was, excuse me, I created a second build as you wanted us to, with a mostly similar use of assets here. But I did a more so overall general water scene with this. I actually had fun with this, just kind of like something to put together more like atmospheric in a sense. I changed like the lighting and whatnot to give more of a glow. And I'm going to show you right now what I do. It's a little long here, so bear with me a bit, but it's I tried to give it a little bit of fun. Generally, it's kind of the same thing. No, I would say the same thing as the previous one, with like lighting things up. But you're definitely like doing something else. Also, let me pause, get out of this too, just so we can see everything. Also, I just want to here's my whole build too. Sorry, I don't mean to jump around, but yeah, that's what it is there. If I can get in, hopefully this doesn't crash. Okay. Okay, good. All right, so we're in. All right, cool. So, same deal. This one's more, as I told you, more atmospheric. We have this whole whirlwind, wild storm, everything's flooded, raging waters, all that stuff. And there's trees in here. And so this is a little long, but I'll explain. What I did was for this was I essentially did it where you have to get to the center of the pillars in the middle, and you have to select the button, and then this will like light up all the trees to be like green, and this will allow for like the whole scene to like not light up completely, but you'll notice all the trees like lighting up within the towers. And I was actually kind of inspired by Shadow of Colossus a bit with this. Just got me thinking of like you're moving around and like running around and whatnot, and kind of inspired by like ancient esque kind of imagery with this. So that's kind of that's why I did it like that. I also kept the snow and water and the smoke just to give more of an atmosphere, as I said before. And yeah, don't fall over the bridge or you'll fall off the world. So yeah, there's that. Everything is kind of like, it's hard to see everything, but it's all just kind of like towers, and you're just running around to the center of the columns here. And that's really generally like what I was trying to focus on. I know it's a little bare. I didn't I wanted to add some more like effects where like, oh, if you run up here, like, oh, like a fire happens or something, but I didn't, unfortunately I didn't have time just because I was trying to implement this and it took a while to do. So I kind of just had to fortunately make with what I had to do. The fires at the center here, as you can see, are like remnants of that, I guess. But this is exactly kind of what I wanted to do overall. It kind of has similar elements to my previous one, but you walk into here and then you write this. Oh, hold on. I gotta do it again. Yes, so you light this, and then now all the trees are lit up. So this was the goal I wanted to do for the game. I know that this kind of makes it a little more fun, just kind of like run around or just give this like light a purpose, and kind of like give it a switch just to work. So I think that's really cool, and it's just kind of what we wanted to do overall for the game, and just kind of like give it a little bit more of like a level-ish kind of feel, because I feel like this kind of like helps. It gives it more of like an interesting tone and kind of makes it a little more mature and overall like again atmospheric, and that's kind of what I was wanting to go for this level in this game. And this is like what I have overall. So you come out of this tower here, and you go walk around here into the center here, and then everything's all set up. And as you can see, there's a water tile, and this isn't all actually water. I just tiled. I colored the ground like a bright blue, and then the sky is like it's actually not. It's kind of an illusion, but it's all kind of like bright here, and just to give like a crystal clear night sky kind of quality, or like a storm almost in that sense. And that's generally what I focus on there. Again, I use the mist, the snow, the water, and I kind of combine the effects together to create this. And then, like I said with this one, I kind of just use I kind of just put these effects together just as kind of like a showcase of things. Whereas this one is generally more focused on like atmosphere almost with this. That's kind of what I want to do overall with it. And that's my project for this. I kind of wish I was able to properly get these both implemented, but I tried it and it almost crashed Unity. So I just kept these separate just to like make sure they were fine and working. But I'm going to be actually sending these both as the same build. Or like it will be Area 1, Area 2 for the build. But they're going to be... both builds are going to be for the same overall portion of the project for this. It would be in this sense kind of the same idea where I put for a previous project I did 2 different scenes for 2 different builds and then put them together for this, and that's what's going to be for this final overall. Just both these builds together, representing both areas of my project. And so that's what I wanted to do. Let me just say this really quick. This was an interesting project. I had fun kind of developing everything. I once I'm able to know where everything is and how everything works. I really do like kind of like doing it. it is a little challenging, kind of like to like code everything together, definitely, and like I'm still finding everything completely with Unity, but overall I think everything's like okay. I definitely had a good time with this. I was glad to be able to be a part of this, and especially be a part of this class. I'm very thankful to have been able to learn and come this far with it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to what happens for the rest of the senior year with these, and you know, see if I can even do better and go beyond with this. So yeah, awesome. Thank you, and have a good day. Yeah, take care.